Now, from 21Alive Plus, this is your Fastcast.
Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us for your 21Alive Plus Fastcast. There is a live look at downtown Fort Wayne. Clearly snow-covered, but the roads, quite honestly, looking pretty good. I will say, though, that's not necessarily the case everywhere as you head out the door this morning. So, Liz, we've been talking all the morning long. We've been talking to 21Alive reporter Ryan Costello, who was out in the storm tracker throughout the morning. You and I both had the morning commute in. Obviously, that was hours ago, and it's looking much better since then. But nonetheless, I mean, even just a few hours ago, it was pretty rough out there. And I don't think they've quite reached, those rural roads or the neighborhood roads just yet. So even though, when you look at views like right there on Clinton, and it looks clear, that's not necessarily the case everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big reason why we issued this morning as a first alert weather day, and we're almost toward the end of that. We only wanted it to be a few hours because we knew that the snow was really going to greatly impact the early morning drive. And of course, we've seen that not only with people's commute times being a lot longer and some slide-offs that we've tracked live on air, but also just so many schools that are on 2-hour delays this morning. So let me show you how things are looking in downtown Fort Wayne, because if you're tuning in with us, I bet the biggest question on your mind is, how are the roads? So you can see downtown Fort Wayne right now, we have a steady flow of traffic coming in, and really those main roads are looking to be in really good shape. But as Jess mentioned, not everywhere is the same. Side streets and getting in and out of your neighborhoods are some of the worst when it comes to things. In fact, here's two looks at plow cameras across the region. The left side of your screen is Huntington, and the right side of your screen, Huntertown. And that's where you can still see that light coating of snow and even the chance for some slush. Now, temperatures are very cold, so if you do have slush near you, it likely will be a bit icy, and you'll want to watch out for that. But great news this morning, INDOT cameras are already showing that those highways look really good. Now, I'd still be very cautious. Those on and off ramps with those big curves, they've been a little bit sloppy at times this morning, and we've seen improvement up until this hour, but I still would just be a little careful. We do have travel advisories in place for most of 21 country right now, and you may be asking, what does that mean? So let's talk about that real quick. When it comes to travel status, especially in the winter, we go on a yellow, orange, and red category system when it comes to the state of Indiana itself. Your highest level, which would be restricted to emergency workers only, would be a red warning. We're not at that. We're at the lowest level, which is an advisory. That just means throughout your morning drive, you'll probably run into some slick spots, some hazardous conditions, but it's not expected to be a full drive of hazardous conditions. So your conditions are just going to vary across the region. As we go through the morning, the snow moves out, which is great news. We are dry from north to south, including, yes, all here of 21 country and down to the south as well. As we go through future track for the rest of the day today, we'll continue to stay dry with partly to mostly cloudy skies. But I am giving you the first alert. Beyond the slick and snowy roads that we're tracking out this morning, we also want you to know we are looking ahead to an even colder pattern. Temperatures drop Thursday night into Friday morning. Friday morning has the potential to be upgraded to a first alert weather day, as we're looking at not only just sub-zero wind chills, but wind chills at times Friday morning could be down in the negative double digits. And that does pose the risk potentially for some schools to delay based off of how quick frostbite conditions will be for some kids at the bus stop. We'll be keeping you updated as we get closer to Friday morning in terms of that cold.
Okay, Liz, if it's not going to be the snow, it's going to be the freezing cold.
Yeah, I mean, this entire week long, Jess, we are below freezing. It is just an exceptionally cold start to December. In fact, the National Weather Service was already talking about how for many parts of Indiana, this could be one of the coldest starts to December that we've had.
Ooh, hopefully that is not a sign for the rest of the winter. Hopefully that'll mean, we start off strong and then it'll ease up, but yes. You never know.
Listen, I will say if there is any bright side, because I'm always trying to look for one, this snow that we're getting kind of just on and off the next few days and what we have this weekend is great for the drought conditions we have, because it may be winter, but we still have an extreme drought for parts of 21 countries. So getting some of this moisture over the course of the winter is going to help to put us on a better track going into growing season, but we still need quite a lot until we get to that point. fingers crossed, Jess, that maybe it comes in the form of rain early in spring and not snow right now.
Yes, that's a good thing to start crossing your fingers for now. All right, well, again, if you are heading out the door this morning, please take it easy, especially on those side roads, neighborhood roads, rural roads as you head out the door. You know, I was coming from, more southwest Fort Wayne this morning, and those neighborhoods were really tough. So just be careful as you head out the door. Yeah,
and I come from north. I'm one of the counties up north, and usually when it comes to my drive, it's about 25, 30 minutes. It took closer to an hour this morning. I drive in around 1 in the morning, so it was a lot earlier than most folks are on the roads, and luckily, I mean, it's been such a change around from the earlier morning drive.
Yes, it's better to leave later if you can. Okay, well, here again, a live look at downtown Fort Wayne, looking pretty clear over there as you head out this morning. But again, just be careful and give yourself a little extra time. We hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and we're back again tomorrow.